The oil spill in Moreton Bay has the prospect of a real environmental calamity. I'm calling on Peter Garrett to make sure that there is nothing held back as far as the Commonwealth is concerned in getting maximum rapid action to protect the beaches of Moreton Bay and further up the coast from this oil slick. Some has come ashore, some is still 20 kilometres off the coast, but it is a potential and a real environmental problem, potentially a major problem, and it'd be good to know from the Environment Minister what Commonwealth action was begun yesterday, how it carried on through the night, and what has happened today in terms of helping to protect the conservation areas, both the marine conservation areas and the onshore beaches and conservation ecologically important areas from this spill. But here's a couple of questions. How could a ship laden with chemicals and, as we now know, able to spill tons of oil into a marine conservation area, able to passage marine highly sensitive and important ecological systems in Moreton Bay and outside in the middle of a storm? What moves will the Commonwealth be taking, will the Minister for the Environment be taking to see that this does not happen again, and that marine conservation areas get the protection they deserve, and that there is a much greater control on shipping, particularly ships carrying chemicals and capable of oil spills, from being out in the even in the fringes of a storm like this cyclone, with all the potential damage that can happen to Australia's marine systems. And you know, we're dealing with the Queensland coast here, which is one of the world's great marine ecological systems, and it staggers imagination to know how a ship could have got into this trouble with days of warning about this storm in such a marine sensitive area, such an important ecological system. And there needs to be an urgent action taken to protect the ecosystem now, with all the Commonwealth's resources brought to bear. And by the way, we ought to have a national disaster centre, with much greater resources than we've got at the moment, to be able to help meet the human and ecological disasters coming down the line in the wake of climate change, as well as those that occur through other reasons. But that aside, we need to know that there are huge resources being mobilised to offset the potential environmental and human consequences of this spill, and to make sure it doesn't happen again. It should not have happened on this occasion, and we need to know how it could be that this ship laden with chemicals was steaming into, it appears, the hazard of a cyclone, and it's come to grief because of that. So what went wrong there? There's big questions to be answered by the Commonwealth